Good morning, everybody. I am taking on a project that I have been dreading a long time. But a little backstory for you. My husband's in the other room, so I'm like trying to be quiet. He's working. But I'm working in here, so quiet. Anyway, when we moved in here, I had slowly over the first year and a half that we were here, I had almost all the windows in this house replaced because the old windows were just really cold. If you've ever lived in an old house with old windows, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They have these old windows. Okay, I didn't have the ones in this room replaced at all. There's 3 in here. This is on the south side of our house. A lot of sunlight comes in here, and we are planning on taking this room completely off and building an addition. That has been the plan from the beginning, but that was our 10-year plan. And at the time, this area was not known at all for southern storms that come out of the south. Wind, snow, winter storms. Well, the last 2 years, all we've had for winter storms is storms that have come out of the south. And let me tell you, this room gets so cold. Like, it'll freeze your water glass if you leave it in here. So cold. And doesn't have any heat in here. And this is the room that kind of catches all because I've been redoing all the rest of the rooms. And if you've ever lived in a small house, you know that when you're doing something in other rooms, somewhere has to suffer. And this is the room that has suffered. And this is kind of our office. This is currently where my husband does his entire business is out of this secretary, which is ridiculous because it doesn't even work because you don't want to even sit in here because it's cold. So you take your stuff and you move to the living room where it's warm or the kitchen table, and then you bring it back in here and you pile it up on the desk. So it's not well organized. It doesn't really work. I have in my side a makeup vanity because there for a couple of years I was really into makeup. I've been a makeup artist since I was 18. I've been a Mary Kay consultant since I was 18, and I got into testing all kinds of makeup a couple of years back. So I've got all this makeup that needs cleaned out because I'm back to being a minimalist in my makeup routine. 26 just feels like a minimalistic skin year, and I'm hoping 27 does too. But anyway, all this old makeup needs to go. This actually is kind of my desk. I keep my bookwork, kind of my important bookwork and stuff, in the drawers of my makeup desk. So that doesn't really work either. And this is the one room that I didn't have textured when I had the rest of the house textured for the same reason I didn't have the windows done. Just, was really cutting corners because I was really short on money at the time. Anyway, so for storage situation, because this house only has one closet in the whole house, we turned the smallest bedroom into a walk-in closet. I'm sure you've seen that on this channel. And that works wonders for us because, we don't have kids, so we didn't need the extra room. So we turned it into a closet, which works amazingly. I just cleaned that this week. Got to just do a video on that because it's so much better. Anyway, but in here I got this 9 cube, I think it's 9 cubes. No, it's more than 9 cubes. 4 by 4, it's 16 cubes. 16 cube organizer, which has been phenomenal storage. If you need a lot of storage in a small space, these work. I know they look a little tacky, but you can get the drawers in any color you want. I got them in this gray pattern, and I keep everything in here from our files. Like this one is my filing cabinet. We don't have very many files that we keep, and it's the exact same size as an actual file cabinet, so the files fit in it perfectly. I have one for receipts, taxes. I have 2 for extra bathroom stuff, like extra soap and all those kinds of things. I've got one here that keeps all of our mailing stuff and office stuff, which needs organized. And I have 2 for seeds and gardening things. Yes, I know. And then there's several for other things that just need cleaned up. But anyway, in the last few months, this room has really suffered. I haven't really put anything away like I should be in the last couple of weeks, months. It's been really busy around here, and it just kind of fell through the cracks. Anyway, so this is the room we're taking on. I need to do all of these and organize, clean, because old house problems, we've got mice. And I haven't seen any mice in quite a while. We run a pretty good trap line for mice around here. But they discovered my pumpkin seeds, which you should always keep in a mouse-proof container, which I was not. I was keeping them in a big manila envelope, and now there are pumpkin seeds everywhere. They're in all of these. They're on the floor. They're in the living room. They're everywhere. So I need to go through and clean out all of the seed issues, the mousy turds, the pumpkin seeds, the everything that needs to go. Get everything really dang good and cleaned, because mice are disgusting. All of this has to be taken out. Everything you're seeing behind me needs to be taken out of the room, because I got the windows in town yesterday. I finally decided I'll just have the windows replaced. We'll redo this room so that it's more usable space and it's warm, and we'll actually use it then, which, would be ideal since I have a tiny house. I've got a hair on my cap. Falling apart today, if you can't tell. We're going to work cows this afternoon, so this is going to be like probably a 2-week project total, because I have to get everything out, and then the guy will come and take the old windows out, put the new windows in. Then I am planning on doing a wood accent wall, probably on this wall, because as you can see up here, the old plaster is falling off. Yep. A couple years ago, I had this bright idea that I was going to paint the room, because I couldn't take it, because it was this really blue, depressing color that they painted everything in, the 50s? I had enough of it. So I tried painting it. I primed the walls white. I did a red accent wall, just kind of half-assed it and gave up on it. So we're here to fix the actual problems now. So I'm planning on doing a wood accent wall over here. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'm contemplating having the guy completely remove this window and not having a window in this wall at all, because you really have to maneuver the furniture around in here, because it is a tiny room. It's about 7 feet across by 12 foot long. And I want to change what we actually use this room for. So right now it's basically just storage, and I want to put in a pull-out couch. So if I want to have a guest, I can have a guest, and there'll be an actual place for them to sleep besides on my couch. They still be sleeping on a couch, but at least it pulls out, right? And then we're going to put a heater in here, a ventless propane heater, so it'll be warm. The new windows will bring in lots of sunlight and no cold air, hopefully. I'm going to keep the cube system, because I just about have to have the cube system in order to store all the things in this house, like extra towels. Like I have a teeny tiny little bitty bathroom. It only holds 3 towels on the towel rack, and y'all know you need at least 6 towels for 2 people. It's just the way it is, unless you're doing laundry every single day and you're married to a mechanic. His towel needs switched out a lot. Anyway, so we need the couch, the cube system, and I would really like to keep a desk. I'm thinking about keeping this desk in here, just because I really like it. It's antique, it's old, it's beautiful. It's the right size to spread out your books and have enough room for a glass of water or a beer or a glass of wine and your pencil and your bookwork and your computer. It's nice and deep. It works just fine. Doesn't need to be a makeup vanity anymore, because I'm not doing my makeup that much. Especially with COVID, I'm home a lot more. I don't need to put on a full face of makeup anymore. And I'll probably keep this great big mirror. I got this mirror. It's a huge mirror. I got it at Hobby Lobby in the sale department because it's chipped. One of the corners is broke. And it's usually like a $200 mirror, and I got it for like a ridiculous amount. It was like $45 or something a couple of years ago. Love it. It's makes the room seem so much bigger. And yeah, so I am procrastinating at the moment. I need to start pulling the bookwork and organizing the bookwork. I'm going to try to take everything out and then clean it when I go to put it back in, because the guy that's going to do the windows needs to be able to come this week and do the windows after Thanksgiving, of course. But The weather is nice this week, and I just really don't want to have to make him work in the really, really cold weather. So if I can get it ready for him so he can do it on a nicer day, it would be great. But I do have to kind of organize the bookwork as it leaves, just in case something gets lost. Like, I don't want to lose any important papers or any receipts or anything. So all of that has to be organized as it goes out, and then everything else I can organize as I put it back in the finished room. But that means it's going to trash my living room. All this stuff is going to have to go in my living room until I get the room done and it can come back in. Not all of it is coming back in. A lot of it's getting thrown away or donated or sold or whatever I can find to do with all of it, because I do not need all the stuff. So, wish me luck. Here I go.